Omni-Sonic, Beyond Chaos. EXE. This entity is an EXE, meaning it has the specifical to either retake, reboot, or reimagine Sonic.exe. Warning. This page contains subjects that may be disturbing or unsettling for some readers. If you are sensitive to or feel uncomfortable with any of the topics listed below, please do not read any further for your own comfort. Reason. This page has gore/NSFW, mass murder, foreign language, and extras I haven't put on the page. In-universe. This entity exists within the world of core Sonic series, whether as part of the games, comics, or other media. Extra large page. This page contains over 50 kilobytes of information. As such, this page is usually downloadable, but may not be suitable for some devices. Just scroll with your own risk. BlueTheObject's EXEs. This EXE is created by BlueTheObject or the Object Blue. Don't do anything with this page. Let him do it himself, unless with permission to add something from others. Unfinished. This page is unfinished, meaning the creator is still working on it. However, if the page hasn't gotten any edits for some time, tell an admin about it. Remember to follow the manual style when working on your page. Reason. Some things that need to be finished. Gallery, Pillow Chase 2 concept skins, and more stuff that I haven't marked on. Also, don't even dare editing this when it's unfinished. Only I could ask for permission to fix the page from others. Outdated. This page is out of date, which means this character has been given updated lore, design, etc., or there's a new discovery that has not been added to the wiki. This should be removed after the page is updated. Reason. Some things that need to be updated. The Three Gods redesigns, new lore, and even more stuff that I haven't marked on. Miscellaneous. Cast of Sonic Galaxies. This character will be appearing in Sonic Galaxies, a concept FNF mod created by The Object Blue. Well, the mod isn't actually going to exist or come out, though, but as the main anthologist. Cast of GameCube Gauntlet. This entity either is featured, was featured, or was planned to be featured in the Friday Night Funkin' mod GameCube Gauntlet. Okay. Destiny is finally mine! Omni-Sonic. Omni-Sonic is an EXE, Omni-Crystals, or an oddity, Sonic, or both in, was made by The Object Blue or BlueTheObject, and his first appearance in Mickey Mouse is here. He was also posted in Twitter/X. He is based off a powerful troll called Omniversal Devourer, and sometimes hyper accurate. He is probably an anti-hero due to being the protagonist of the tale on Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and the antagonist of the tale Chapter 1, and the concept mod Sonic Galaxies, which is probably not actually gonna happen to come out yet. Okay. Current Omni-Sonic. All Omni-Sonic. Oh, it's the pupil. Luminosity. Godfather. Before/stage 0. That's just Sonic. Omni-Sonic. Outdated. Before/stage 0. Outdated. Omni-Sonic. Legacy. Luminosity. Legacy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This looks better than this, but that's unrelated. Fucking plane. Appearances. Debut. Random doodle I drawed 1 year ago. Appearances. The Path to Infinity. Owner. BlueTheObject. Original creator. BlueTheObject, creator of the retake. King Dinoverse, the original creator of OD. Aliases. Omni-Sonic. Luminosity Sonic, second form. The Omniversal Godfather TOG, final form. Omniversal Sonic. Omniversal Devourer Sonic. A name from him plus original name. Omni. White Hedgehog. God. Formerly. Sonic the Hedgehog, past name. Age. Infinity. Gender. Male. Pronouns. He, him. Sexuality. Omnisexual. Place of birth. Christmas Island. Creator. The Void. The 7 Omni Crystals. Brothers. First Fractal. Omniversal Devourer. Non-canon Sonics plus Archenemy. Sons. Xenotantris. Almightius. Seraphemios. Canon. Xenotantris. Darkness plus non-creation. Wait, what? Guardians. Game Ender. Kaifuzo, Undyino, Quiku, Almightiest, Lightness plus non-creation, Guardians, work in progress. Seraphemios, Mankind plus non-creation, Guardians, work in progress. Miscellaneous, Omniverses, EXE, Hedgehog, Alignment, Character type, God of all EXEs! Allies, Lord X, Allfather. Friends, the Crystallized Beast, Xenophanes. The Cult of X, Lord X, Joe Doughboy. The Rewriter, Rewrite. Allfather. The Secondary Omni, the original, the planted retake. Enemies, the Second Sonic Pasta, Pendrive. The Fatalized, Fatal Error PTD. The Slasher, Slash PTD. Boyfriend, Sonic Galaxies. Girlfriend, Sonic Galaxies. Pico, Sonic Galaxies. Archenemy, First Fractal, Omniversal Devourer, non-canned Sonics plus Brother. The Eternal Lord, Lord X, Eternal. The Destruction of Omniverses. Borge, why the fuck is he here? Victims, Metal Sonic, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, Tails, Knuckles, Metal Overlord, outdated. Goal, collect 7 of the Omni Crystals, succeeded. Kill Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman, succeeded. Adopting the 3 gods of the Omniverse, succeeded. Met up with Lord X, succeeded. Kill and destroy Lord X, Eternal's Godverse, succeeded. Meet Allfather, succeeded. Transform into the Godfather, succeeded. Wait, I missed that. What? Adopting the 3 gods of the Omniverse, succeeded. Kill count, the Infinity God Executioner. Height, unknown. Fur color, white. Vessel, Sonic the Hedgehog. The Collapser, the appearance. The tail, the abilities, potential. The 3 gods, the 12 guardians, the trivia, the gallery, the videos, extra media, navigation. The Collapser. Omni-Sonic is just Sonic the Hedgehog, worth knowing that this links directly to his wiki page in his respective wiki, but is more powerful than his other forms. He's gotten the 7 Omni Crystals, which are in the force of nature and appeared 1 trillion years ago, before anything happened like space and the Big Bang, and can only be appearing from their universe only, and can even seal their fates permanently, but can create other dimensions due to the powers, abilities, and stuff. The appearance. Main, Omnisonic's appearances. He has white fur, is very tall than the original appearance of Sonic. His arms and legs are divided just like Omniversal Devourer, has black shoes but with a little glow, has a star in the middle of his body, and has some aura. Luminosity! The second phase of Omnisonic, and has some differences with him. His skin color is black and blush. His head has more spikes than the original. Some are black spikes. His mouth is more wider. He has Omni Crystal wings. His body spikes in the bottom have white and black crystals, white on top and black on bottom. He has chains on the bottom, on both upper arms and upper legs. His tan hands are black. His gloves have broken Omni Crystals, and his shoes are more advanced with 2 broken Omni Crystals in both shoes. Good father. The actual final phase where Allfather gives Omnisonic the Omniversal Godfather form. His fur is gray, he has 3 eyes in his head, he has a crown, his furred ears are very large, he has a star in his head also, his eyes are like some white stars, he has a beard, his tan colors are white, he has 3 eyes on 1 per spine on the torso of him, he has 1 eye per glove on him with some black thing on him. There are not tears from his gloves, and literally has tons of aura. Also, he has wings still, so don't even worry about it. Before/stage 0. Before being Omnisonic, this is the original Sonic. He has normal abilities, but he has different things. He has white blue fur, his tan skin is also white, and his shoes are white-red. Stage 1. In Stage 1, Sonic is starting to become Omnisonic. His fur is turning pure white, his shoes are turning darker, somehow gains speed, and automatically punches back badniks. What? In Stage 2, Sonic's fur is turning more white, shoes and turning a lot darker, and getting a little aura. Gain tons of speed and gain more focus. Bro locked in. In Stage 3, Sonic's voice is getting deeper. His fur is half white. His shoes are getting blacker. Gain more aura. Gain too much speed and gain strength. Bro, hit puberty. In stage 4, Sonic has gone truly insane. His voice is more deeper. His fur is almost completely white. His eyes and turning dark. Gained the maximum of speed. Gained so much strength. Gained half of aura. And his shoes are almost completely black. Stage 5, Sonic has turned almost into Omni-Sonic. His fur has turned very, very almost of pure white. His shoes are now pure black. Gained a circle from the shoes. Gotten tons of aura. Has reached the almighty maximum of strength. And turned taller. Stage 6, Sonic has $C4P3D Earth. His fur is completely white, reached the maximum limit of aura, and all of his arms and legs are completely divided. ... If you're too lazy on reading the whole story, which you already did or not, see The Path to Infinity for the full version of the story, which includes Chapter 0 and extras. The Tale. I'm not even gonna bother with Outdated and Legacy. Oh god. Chapter 1. The Story, Part 1. It all starts on the Green Hill Zone in Sonic 3, where Sonic was getting bored of doing stuff, like just collecting rings, freeing animals, and etc. Since he was bored, he came into a rock. What? Oh no! And slept. After waking up, Sonic found Robotnik riding in the Eggmobile with two strange crystals that looked so different. Sonic chased Robotnik in Green Hill and attacked the Eggmobile. And one of the crystals dropped from the Eggmobile, and Sonic stopped and saw the crystal and wondering all about it after hitting Robotnik's Eggmobile. He grabbed the crystal and later on it fuses with him, controlling few of his personality, which is probably called an Omni Crystal for some reason. Sonic kinda has a feeling that he needs power, but he's kinda confused. Sonic saw that his fur has changed to almost white, but he actually didn't care about that. Suddenly he sawed a Batnik coming right at him without noticing, but suddenly attacked the Batnik without noticing. Sonic probably wondered where did that even came from, so he sawed another Omni Crystal inside of the Batnik and fused with it again. Although it was controlling his speed, so Sonic goes into the Marble Zone and needs rest. As soon he was going to sleep, an Omni Crystal came from the lava. Sonic tried to get the Omni Crystal out of the lava, but the Omni Crystal just fused with him like some kind of magnet. But this one was controlling half of his body, but was just his legs. Sonic was getting corrupted on his personality and probably changing it. Sonic tried to get these Omni Crystals out, but was inside his body, so he probably couldn't get them out permanently. It was no use but to forget about it. But Sonic sawed an Omni Crystal in one of the mountains on Angel Island Zone. He refused to go up there, but the Omni Crystals forced him to get it instead. And it fused again. And this one was controlling half of his soul. Although nearly all of his personality has changes, and he is now smarter than before, though. Sonic was now going back to the Green Hill Zone to cause havoc with his power from the Omni Crystals. Although Robotnik summoned dozens of Badniks, that's not that many, and a couple of super Badniks that Robotnik had been working on. This is winked to IDW's Badnik page if you were wondering what a super Badnik is. Sonic went on to attack to destroy the Badniks, but some attacks were not that enough. He released one of the strongest punch he can do. He destroyed and slaughtered dozens of animals, Badniks, and nearly destroyed Green Hill Zone. Sonic found another Omni Crystal and fused with it, but this one fully controlled his soul and personality. After getting fused with that Omni Crystal, he charged at the Super Badniks and tried to destroy them. But as soon as destroying them, he would finally know how to fly. After defeating all the Badniks, Sonic went searching to find the last two left. Oh my god. The story part 2. After Sonic was trying to find the last two Omni Crystals, Tails was going to the Green Hill Zone to see how Sonic was doing. Although he found out that the Green Hill Zone was nearly all destroyed, tons of Badniks destroyed, and animals slaughtered by Sonic. Tails was getting a feeling that he's about to get a heart attack or collapsing into the ground. That's when Tails found Sonic trying to enter the Death Egg because of the appearance. Tails was going to the Death Egg to see Sonic, but when he gets closer, he seemed different. That's when he was now close to Sonic, but in Tails' POV, he sees that he seriously looks different. Sonic turns to Tails and saying with dialogue, "Well, it's that orange fox I see all the time." Tails was probably confused what Sonic never even did called him that, and replying to him, "Orange fox!" and replying to him again, "What do you even mean?" Sonic replies back to him, "You know what I mean." Tails replying back to him again, but in frustrated tone, "Can't you remember you killed animals on Green Hill Zone and nearly destroyed it, Sonic? If that really is you." Although Sonic grabbed Tails' throat, chalking him and replying back to him for the last time, "Fool, I am Sonic," killing Tails in the chest, slaughtering him, and grabbing his heart inside of his chest and throwing him back to Mobius. Sonic finally opened the Death Egg and came to find the two Omni Crystals. Back in Mobius, Knuckles was sleeping, guarding the Master Emerald, but heard a giant drop in front of the forest in Angel Island, waking him up, thinking it was some kind of trespasser who throwed a heavy rock. But he didn't saw anybody there, and suddenly went into the forest, but accidentally saw Tails, but he was lying dead. Knuckles ran to Tails to see his heart opened up and blood came onto him, etc. Cuckles cried with tears and blaming on Robotnik for killing him with his machines. Meanwhile, in the Death Egg, Sonic was now inside of it. Robotnik stored one of the Omni Crystals to Metal Sonic and was still trying to research the other Omni Crystal. That's when he saw Sonic walking into the Death Egg trying to find the other two crystals. Robotnik set on an alert, calling all of his recruits to stop Sonic. Robotnik firstly summoned Metal Sonic to stop Sonic from seeing his secrets. But in 30 seconds later, he completely destroyed Metal, which he found another Omni Crystal inside of him, and also fusing it with him again. Robotnik was getting angered, which he actually let all of his recruits out and controlling all of his own creations. And Robotnik helped keep researching that does the Omni Crystal, but not less than an hour. Sonic destroyed all of Robotnik's recruits and came after Robotnik and tries to kill him. Sonic breaks a wall that Robotnik is researching about the Omni Crystal. Sonic grabs Robotnik and slashes him like a chopped egg. Damn. Killing him in two pieces. Sonic is ready to grab the last and final Omni Crystal, but that's when Knuckles sawed that hole and sees Sonic and Robotnik dead. And Knuckles replied to Sonic saying, "Sonic, you're the one who killed Tails." Also, Sonic replied to him, "Yes, I did." After the dialogue, Sonic grabbed Knuckles' head and saying back to him, "And you're the last one I will encounter," and killed Knuckles, grabbing his brain with blood splattering onto it. Sonic walked slowly to the Omni Crystal, fusing him with it, and teleporting him to the Omniverse. He will finally and will be named Omni-Sonic. That was chapter 1. Oh no. Into the EXE verse. The Endementation Part 1. Omni-Sonic was traveling alongside Omniverses until he saw three gods in an Omniverse lonely. They actually destroyed their worlds, Mobiuses, and quickly traveled to Omniverses. After that, Omni-Sonic adopted the three gods. They were not that bad to him, though. They were kind of chill to him. Omni-Sonic met up with Lord X, and Omni-Sonic shows his power at him too. So Lord X confirmed it for him to join the cult of X. Well, due to that, he joined the cult, though. But Omni-Sonic already has a cult called the Multiverse of Gods, and Lord X said, "That's all right with me, though." Since Omni is a member of the cult of X and the leader of the Multiverse of Gods, he started meeting up with other EXEs, like Xenophanes, Rewrite, and other ones also. Then he met up with Pendrive, although he doesn't look surprised to met up with him for the first time. Pendrive said to Omni-Sonic, "What the fuck is that goofy mouth, little bro?" Pendrive kept on roasting on Omni-Sonic, but Omni-Sonic fight back on him. "Now listen, you are a fucking asshole." But Pendrive replied, "Does that mean by you, little bro?" And then Omni-Sonic replied, "No, shut the fuck up, you stupid ass motherfucker." If you make one more roast, I'm gonna slap your ass. Like, actually, bro, I'm not playing. Pendrive didn't said anything though, but Omni replied, "That's what I though." Omni-Sonic left his world, and Omni and Pendrive are enemies. Although Omni never come to his world ever again. Although the three gods of his cheered him up a bit after the roasting that Pendrive did. Oh my god. The Endementation Part 2. Omnisonic traveled away from the Omniverses at light speed due to his light speed being so fast. He traveled to another Godverse, although this was an alternative Godverse. It was called Sonic Execution Verse for some reason. He summoned his three gods to see what was going on. He saw Fleetway Sonic battling EXEs everywhere, although his name wasn't actually Fleetway Sonic. His name was Iblis for some reason. It's probably reference to something. Almightius got into a fight with some of the EXEs. He uses blinding light to blind all of the EXEs, but Iblis made a massive punch in front of Lord X Eternal, although it made a gigantic bang from all of the Mobiuses. Omnisonic and the three gods zoomed across the bang. Omnisonic couldn't take this anymore. He snatched 100,000 rings from all of the Mobiuses and transformed into Luminosity! Omni said, "This ends now!" Luminosity Sonic had a whole entire bang across the entire EXEs, and Lord X Eternal said, "What's this? Another one." But Luminosity Sonic said to Lord X Eternal, "This is your actual end." But Lord X Eternal replied to Luminosity, "I got one thing to say." Capture him. EXEs from this Godverse attacked Luminosity Sonic, but he attacked the EXEs with his power. In fact, he's unkillable though. He attacked Lord X Eternal, but due to him having tons of power, he just attacked him one shot. But Luminosity didn't give up though. He just kept fighting him. He punched Lord X Eternal in the face, but Lord X Eternal used his full power to kill him, although it worked. Omni lose his Luminosity form, but summoned his three gods to kill him, but Lord X Eternal froze them for sure. Lord X Eternal said, "Any last words?" But then a mysterious voice came out of nowhere and said, "I think you wouldn't mess with oh no." Although that mysterious voice was Lord X, Lord X Eternal was confused and said, "Why do you look just like me?" But Lord X replied, "I do." Then Lord X gave Omni tons of power to kill Lord X Eternal, and he also gave Omni 100,000 rings to transform back into his Luminosity form. In fact, the power was actually powerful. He transformed into Luminosity Sonic with a big nuke before he transformed. Lord X can take care of those EXEs by himself, though, and Luminosity Sonic fights Lord X Eternal until he dies. He also unfroze his gods. Luminosity uses his first ability, the Wrath of Omniverses, at Lord X Eternal, and small cracks made of light came from the Godverse. Luminosity now uses his second ability, the Death of the Fifth Dimension, at Lord X Eternal, and even more small cracks made of light come from the Godverse. Although Lord X Eternal said, "You fool, couldn't you realize you're destroying the Godverse / multi?" But Luminosity replied, "Well, actually, I'm destroying you in this Godverse." Luminosity uses his final ability, his domain, Luminosity. Uses his own type of domain against Lord X Eternal and is too powerful against him, though. Lord X Eternal replied, "I'm the strongest in the Godverse, and that is why you, horrible, you must die to my hand." Lord X Eternal screams for 1 minute, breaking the Godverse completely, and bursts of light are cracking from him. Luminosity tells Lord X that they gotta go, but Lord X finds Iblis from a Mobius, which is completely destroyed. Lord X grabs him, but Iblis says, "What are you doing?" Lord X replies, "You're coming with us before it's too late." Luminosity, the three gods, Lord X, and Iblis escape from the Godverse as quick as possible. The Godverse is destroyed. Luminosity returns to his normal form. Omnisonic was right behind Allfather. Wait, when the fuck did he get here? Saying, "Well done," to Omni for defeating a god. Omni asks a question to Allfather, saying, "What do you mean?" Allfather seeks that he's been watching Omnisonic fighting Lord X Eternal and destroying him for good. Although he grants Omni with a reward, the Omniversal Godfather form. As Omni transcends into TOG, he becomes the one and only Omniversal Godfather. End of chapter 2. Okay. The ability / potential. Omnisonic potential. Physical potential. Mimicking, self-explanatory. Teleportation, self-explanatory. Perfect shape-shifting, self-explanatory. Manipulation, self-explanatory. But Omni does tons of manipulation, so this list will not be that long. Reality manipulation, self-explanatory. Body manipulation, self-explanatory. Universe manipulation, self-explanatory. Omniverse manipulation. He would completely change an omniverse into a Sonic the Hedgehog type omniverse, but killing and slaughtering dozens of people, planets, galaxies, and verses when he does that. Transformation. Omnisonic could turn into his Luminosity form or Godfather form. Buffs. Omnisonic doesn't really use this a lot, but gives buffs to the cult or other EXEs he probably likes and just gives them strength and others. Hallucinations. Self-explanatory. High eternal strength. Omnisonic would grow absolute strength for 30 seconds when he gets raged or when someone heavy attacks him. Combat potential. Ultra devastation. Omnisonic just uses this potential to decay or kill omniverses. Probably doesn't use it this much. Summoning of the many. Omnisonic can summon minions of his to evade multiverses just to kill and destroy everything from Mobiuses. Transportation. Omnisonic can transport with his Omnius jet. Also transports cult members, minions, and more. Reality collapse. Omnisonic reality collapses with the snap of his fingers to destroy an omniverse that he doesn't want. One punch. Omnisonic is a massive punch in Mobius, but can use the one punch ability if he is in his domain or inside of Mobius, though. Swift Suite, self-explanatory. Chaos Control 2. It's exactly the same as 1, but in the force of nature to stop time and space for at least 1 minute, which gives Omnisonic a time to attack enemies of his. Passive potential. Immortality. Self-explanatory. Limitless. Well, his powers are actually limitless due to how many victims or EXE he kills, he gets stronger. Self-explanatory potential. All passives that don't even have to be explained. Levitation. Hyperspeed. Ultra strength. High battle IQ. Perfect vision. Damn, he can see things really well. Luminosity potential. The Wrath of Omniverses. Luminosity Sonic uses the Omniversal Wrath to slash any Godverse. The Death of the Fifth Dimension. Luminosity Sonic uses his hands to destroy all fifth dimensions. His domain. Luminosity Sonic uses his domain to kill any humanoid creature or miscellaneous. He has 5 total domains. 1 is healing, 2 is attacking, and 1 is summoning, and 1 is death! And the Godfather usually ends everything in common. Doesn't use it that often. The weaknesses. Real world entering. Omnisonic couldn't enter the real world. Well, there's actually no reason given for that. Damn. Omnisonic couldn't possibly travel to other games. For example, Mario Kart, which is owned by Nintendo, he would just lose some power just a little bit, although he could travel to other games that were owned by Sega, but it's only Sonic the Hedgehog. Heavy attacks. If Omni would get hit by a heavy or strong attack, he would just lose some power in short time, and he would just transform to his main form if he had got hit by any heavy attacks from his other forms. Example, Omnisonic, Luminosity, Godfather. The 3 gods. Omnisonic has found 3 gods on the Omniverse. Omnisonic then lately just adopted the 3 gods from the Omniverse. Yeah. Xenotantris, the god of darkness. The Apparence. Xenotantris has dark purplish fur, has a circular dark face with galaxies on top, has 1 spike and 2 other spikes in the middle of his head, has gigantic teeth and an eye on the mouth, has a star on the middle of the body, has mini dark electricity. His gloves on the bottom is 10 long than the other gloves. He has dark shoes and his arms and legs are divided. The abilities. Darkening Fog. Xenotantris can decay multiple omniverses in at least 1 minute. Teleportation. Self-explanatory. Destruction. Xenotantris could destroy an omniverse in just like 30 seconds. The trivia. Xenotantris can only talk if he doesn't have the eye on his mouth. Xenotantris works with Lord Axolotl. Xenotantris likes outside space than inside space. What? Xenotantris was created from Beyond Void. Owner, BlueTheObject. Original creator, BlueTheObject. Aliases, the god of darkness. Age, 5 million years old. Gender, male. Species, hedgehog, god. Affiliation, Omni-Sonic. Occupation, god of darkness. Enemies, omniversal devourer. I still don't know who that is. Almightius, the god of lightness. Almightius only has one eye and no head. His spikes are still there, but are completely divided. He has some aura in the eye. His body is built like a triangle. He has wings, and his gloves and hands are a bit different. The abilities, blinding light. Almightius gives too much light to the omniverses that can blind everyone for 30 seconds. Teleportation, self-explanatory. Dono God! Almightius bring the almighty light to the omniverses that will last like 3 minutes. Almightius brings light to all EXEs to boost themselves. Almightius likes the sun because it's light for some reason. Almightius hates when Xenotantris uses his darkening fog against him. Almightius was created by the gods. Who are those? Almightius was the first god to be drawn before the other gods, or Seraphemios. Owner, BlueTheObject. Original creator, BlueTheObject. Aliases, the god of lightness. Age, 5 million years old. Gender, male. Species, hedgehog. God. Affiliation, Omni-Sonic. Occupation, god of lightness. Enemies, the ruler. Like Baldy. Seraphemios, the god of mankind. The appearance, Seraphemios only has one eye but shaped like a look-alike star. Has 4 spikes that are divided and 2 spike and ears that are connected. The 4 spike have orbs on them. Has a 8-shaped star on the middle but on top of him. Has 4 arms, 2 on the head and 2 on the body. His arms and legs are divided just like OD. His gloves are dark yellow colored and his shoes are different. The abilities, Juggernautus. Seraphemio summons 3 to 5 juggernauts to deal with creating/destroying omniverses. Teleportation, self-explanatory. Alternative Zalgo! Seraphemio summons the alternative Zalgo to create the almighty mankind. No, not Zalgo! This used to be Peak. The trivia. Seraphemios is a true summoner. Seraphemios gives the EXE-verse almighty power. Seraphemios hates brain rot. Example, person, I like my trees, Seraphemios. Shut the fuck up! Seraphemios was created before the supercontinent was made. Seraphemios was the first god to be drawn before the other gods, or Almightius. Wait, so who was it? Owner, BlueTheObject. Original creator, BlueTheObject. Aliases, the god of mankind. Age, 25 million years old. Gender, male. Species, hedgehog, god. Affiliation, Omnisonic. God of mankind. Enemies, Unfunny Man. That's just a guy on Discord. The 12 Guardians. Oh god. Although the 3 Guardians created 12 Guardians, so it was 4 Guardians for each god. Xenotantris. Game Ender, the Guardian of Sins. Game Ender is just pitch black, his spines are messed up, and only has a mouth, although he's made up of ink and void at the same time. The abilities, potential. Pitch of Darkness. Game Ender hangs a Mobian or someone with his pitch black hands. No, he doesn't hang people on the neck. He doesn't at all. Then what does he hang them by? Teleportation. Self-explanatory. But he molds himself into a whole mass of ink. Wait, what? Oh, I get it. Consummates. Game Ender usually just corrupts something. Just Mobius into pitch black like the whole Mobius. The trivia. Game Ender cannot see due to having no eyes, although he can only see in his mouth. Game Ender hates light. He'll just quickly mold himself if he sees light, which also means that if he sees light, he'll just die. Damn. Owner, BlueTheObject. Original creator, BlueTheObject. Aliases, Game Ender, Endgamer. Gender, genderless. Species, hedgehog, guardian. Affiliation, guardian of sins. Occupation, the guardian of sins. Kaifuzo. Who drew that? Kaifuzo, the guardian of dark matter. Kaifuzo is just like the original Sonic.exe and has similar appearances, but only has red glow on his gloves. The ability/potential. Torture. Kaifuzo tortures a Mobian. Could be self-explanatory, though. How is that an ability? Teleportation. Self-explanatory. Enrage. Kaifuzo goes into a rampage and killing Mobians all over the Mobius. Is this the first time he's actually correctly spelled Mobius? The trivia. He was basically inspired by the original X. His color scheme is also the same as X. Oh my god, he is the pedo shoes. His job was to protect all of the dark matter in the Omniverse. He often gets mad. Well, not that much. Oh, wait. No. Oh, wait, no, I was mistaken. That's not the pedo shoes. That's just the normal shoes. At least they're not blue. Undiano, the guardian of antimatter. The appearance. He looks similar to Darkon, but with differences. Who's Darkon? His fur is dark. He has chains on his spines and arms. His pupils are exclamation marks. He has red, sharp teeth. He has an X on his chest. His hands are filled with corrupt and inside with purple. His arms have fur, and his shoes are also filled with corrupt and with different color. The ability's potential. Work in progress. The trivia. Undiano was basically inspired by Darkon. His color scheme is also the same as Darkon. He is usually pure evil to all EXEs or Mobians. Owner, BlueTheObject. Original creator, BlueTheObject. Aliases, Undiano, Darkon's minion, Corruptor. Gender, genderless. Species, Hedgehog, Guardian. Affiliation, Guardian of Antimatter. Occupation, the Guardian of Antimatter. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Owner, BlueTheObject. Original creator, BlueTheObject. Aliases, OGX, Kaifuzo, X, 2011X, Sonic.exe. So this guy is just X. Pretentious. Gender, genderless. Species, Hedgehog, Guardian. Affiliation, Guardian of Dark Matter. Occupation, the Guardian of Dark Matter. Quiquo. Oh my god, this guy does have the pedo shoes! Oh no! Quiquo, the Guardian of Dark Colors. The appearance, work in progress. Better keep that way. The abilities, potential, work in progress. The trivia, he was inspired by Sonators, but they do not have similarities to each other. Quiquo created multiple colors from multiple verses. Quiquo will have a song for GameCube Gauntlet soon. I pity that mod. Owner, BlueTheObject. Original creator, BlueTheObject. Aliases, Quiquo. Quico. Reversed Hedgehog. Red Sonic. Gender, genderless. Species, Hedgehog, Guardian. Affiliation, Guardian of Dark Colors. Occupation, the Guardian of Dark Colors. Almightius. Just working burgers for all of them. The trivia. Important / general. Omni-Sonic was from another universe of Sonic the Hedgehog, starting at Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but an alternative timeline that Metal Overlord was created in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Omni-Sonic was created in 2023. Omni-Sonic was redesigned in 2024. Omni-Sonic was redesigned in 2025. Omni-Sonic's first appearance was from a science notebook. He was called Omniversal Devourer Sonic, but then renamed to Omni-Sonic. Omni-Sonic might appear in an FNF mod called Sonic Galaxis, that I was thinking for appearing as the main character of the mod. The mod is actually fictional or not planning to be released yet. Omni-Sonic was basically inspired by Omniversal Devourer from the Troll universes due to the power he has. He is also a brother to him and an archenemy due to having an outrageous fight with him. Omni-Sonic has lots of different images from other artists, but he has the same name of them. For some reason, the Omni Crystals control Sonic's mind and soul from killing his friends and other stuff. What do you mean? That literally happened in the story! They also control most of his parts of his body, though. Although the Omni Crystals will possess Sonic forever, though. Omni-Sonic's final ability on Luminosity, called His Domain, was also inspired by Shin. Although the old final ability was called Domain Expansion, which is also another reference to Jujutsu Kaisen. Omni-Sonic was only going to have one form instead, but the creator of Omni wanted to have more forms instead. He should only have one. Chapter 2 was basically inspired by Omniversal Devourer, The Conclusion. Though it has a different timeline of Sonic Execution, Chaos Emerges Part 1. The reference to Chapter 2 on I'm the strongest in this Godverse was actually inspired by Astaroth's or other Dragon Ball Z characters' lines. All of Omni-Sonic's abilities stay the same for all other forms. He has a girlfriend called Amy.Sing, a retake of Melophobia created by, we do not mention his name on this wiki. Can't guess Orochi. Not important, silly. Omni-Sonic likes the Omni Crystals and other creations that he made. Omni-Sonic uses types of powers to create Omniverses and EXEs, but needs the rings to create EXEs. Omnisonic is the one and only omniversal god. Whoever messes with Omnisonic would be punished to eternal darkness. Omnisonic can transform into Luminosity Sonic if he has 100,000 rings. Omnisonic hates Fatal Error and Slash due to beating in a rap battle with him. Path to decide. It's path to decide. He's a big fan of Hatsune Miku, based. He was also doing the rat dance for some reason. Miscellaneous. The quote was, I am the one who created the EXE verse, but was changed to, your fate is sealed forever, username. Because this page does not have something to do with the EXE verse. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course it does. Omnisonic will have a future or alternative timeline soon. In Bandado universe, Omnisonic will probably be weakened a bit due to being attacked by Bandado too much, where a Bandado appears out of nowhere. Although Omni still has his power, but a little taken by Bandado. The page of Omnisonic might have to be finished first before doing anything to the three gods. The page is the 53rd largest page. The old font Sonic Advance 2 was replaced with Gaslight because it seemed better. Omnisonic isn't really the powerful EXE in this wiki. Although, in most of the whole entire story, it usually likes OD's relations with Tolges, but different, like this. Omniversal Devourer, main, Omnisonic. The Ruler, conclusion, Lord X Eternal. Multiversal God, Lord X Joe Doughboy. Unfunny Man, 123, Allfather, 2011 Sonic. So in the Multiverse of Gods cult, there are a ton of characters in there. So here we go. Oh my god. Also with Tiers of the Cult. Overlord. The Overlord tier is for only the main leaders tier. Omnisonic, the leader. Infinity. Those who are infinity powerful than other entities or oddities. Seraphemios, the mankind. Xenotantris, the darkness. Almightius, the lightness. Beyond, those who are very powerful than other entities or oddities. Good fucking god. 00X, the Wandering Void, the one above all, the Beyonder, the Everlasting God, the Everlasting is this fucking Diarchus. Oh my god, it's fucking Diarchus. Nearly Beyond, those who are very powerful than other entities or oddities, but nearly close to being beyond. Lord X, the Lord. The Omniversal Hedgehog, the second Lord. The original, the third Lord. A pedophile. Sonic.exe, the real original. Oh, wait, no, that's beautiful. The Universal Family, the Seekers. All Father, the Godfather. Mrs. Sega, the Godmother. How many name drops are in here? Rewrite Prime, the rewriter but Prime. The Boundless Deity, the Test of Time Survivor. Bandado, the Tyrant. X, TKOC, the Imaginary Demon. Beyond Celestial, those who are extra powerful than other entities or oddities. Mr. Sega, the Undefeatable. Mr. Sega, the second Undefeatable. Mr. Sega, the third Undefeatable. Mark, Kageyaku, the True God. Rewrite, the Rewriter. Xenophanes, Origin X, the Ascended Beast. The Chow Queen, the Chow. Limbic, the Emotion Controller. Ultra S, the Ruler. Lucifer, the Dread. Executor, the Nightmare Executor. Sonic.NES, the Murderer. It's just a dude. Celestial, those who are powerful than other entities or oddities. Xanthus, the King. Xenophanes, the Crystallized Beast. Evolved Xenophanes, the Evolved Beast. Zerophanes, the Green Beast. Dead Sonic, the Royal. 2011X, the Young. 2012X, the Crimson. Sonic, the real one. Satanos, the Serpent. Sun Tirce, the Deity. Sally Alt, the alternative. Date.exe, the love. It's just everybody. Dr. Golden / Eggman, the Golden. The Sega Deadly Sins, the Sins. X Classic, the Executioner. X Modern, the Dark God. Grimeware, the Infector. PCX, the Chaser. Genesis X, the Virtual Freak. Lady Tales, the Goddess. Melophobia, the Fear of Music. Yeah, that's what melophobia is. Phasmophobia, the Fear of Ghosts. Menace, the Menacing. Sonic and Eggman, the Archenemies. Kagutsuchi, the Emperor. Galactic, those who are powerful than other entities or oddities, but not that powerful. Neo Metal Sonic X, the Overload. Marjadenth, the Green Glitch. DX, the Red Glitch. Cream.NHE, the Daughter. Oh, that's not cool. She should be higher. Faker, the Sun. him too. Sonic.demo, the demo. Scary Orange, the Orange Lord. Sonic.exe canon, the official. Super Sonic, the Fleetway. Sarah Henderson, the Eternal Killer. The Educator, the main teacher. Normal CD, the Noodle Boy. Diablo, the Flamer. Planatic, those who are really not powerful than other entities or oddities. Rosie the Rascal, the Crazed. Extra Life, the Faker. Lefty Sonic, the Lefty. Righty Sonic, the Righty. Amy Rose, TSBA, the Dream Girl. PETA, the Edgy Boss. Sonic.teach, Shadow.teach, Tails.teach, Roach.teach, Surge.teach, the Teachers. Lord Mortis, the Overthrown. Sonic, SMLWiki.com, the Wiki. On Twitter, Hook4Res, the official voice actor for Star of Legacy and EYX, wants to add a certain character of BlueTheObject for a mod called GameCube Gauntlet made by a friend of his. Although BlueTheObject gave permission to him. Is that all? Romston. Form Gallery, Omni-Sonic's appearance, which kind of looks like Omniversal Devourer but different. Ditto but old. Omni-Sonic views in Pillar Chase 2, quick art. Ditto but transparent. Luminosity Sonic. Luminosity Sonic's appearance. Also name references to Luminosity Sonic from Sonic Speed Simulator from Roblox. It's kind of dead or something. Isn't that like... No, that's a pretty active game. Miscellaneous. Omni-Sonic's normal version or past appearance. Omni-Sonic's normal version or past appearance. Old plus removed due to breaking rules accidentally because of art being traced. Why is it still here then? Omni-Sonic's normal version or past appearance. Old. Omni-Sonic's size with its forms and gods. The entire evolution of Omni-Sonic's designs from 2023 to 2025. Lord. Omni-Sonic kills Tails. Form Gallery Legacy. This is where all of his old stuff came from Omni-Sonic, like old artworks of him and extra stuff that BlueTheObject made from him. All new stuff will come to the current Form Gallery. Omni-Sonic but older. Omni-Sonic but even older. Flip the photo. No. Omni-Sonic but even older again with Hyper Infinite first appearance and Privacy Sonic. BlueTheObject's take. Omni-Sonic but even older again and again. Omni-Sonic but even older again and again and again with other oddities. Also his first redesign. Omni-Sonic's oldest and first design ever to be drawn. Luminosity Legacy. This is where all of the old stuff came from Omni-Sonic, like old artworks of him and extra stuff that BlueTheObject made from him. All new stuff will come to the current Form Gallery. Luminosity Sonic's appearance. Also name references to Luminosity Sonic from Roblox Speed Simulator from Roblox Legacy. Luminosity Sonic, old plus Legacy. Luminosity Sonic, older plus Legacy. Luminosity Sonic, original. Miscellaneous Legacy. This is where all the old stuff came from Omni-Sonic, like old artworks of him and extra stuff that BlueTheObject made from him. All new stuff will come to the current Form Gallery. Omni-Sonic's normal version or past appearance, Legacy. Omni-Sonic or Luminosity, Sonic background. Old plus Legacy. V2, Legacy. Omni and the Gods. Stages of Omni-Sonic from the Omni Crystals, Legacy. Omni-Sonic icon, Legacy. Seraphemia's first appearance with Hyper Infinite and a rewrite retake thing. An old unfinished art of comparing Omni-Sonic and OD. Almightius' first appearance. Xenotantris' first appearance. Lore. Omni-Sonic kills Tails, Legacy. Omni-Sonic enters the Death Egg, Legacy. Omni-Sonic kills and destroys Eggman and Metal Overlord, Legacy. Omni-Sonic kills Knuckles 1 out of 2, Legacy. Omni-Sonic kills Knuckles 1 out of 2, Legacy. That's not even Knuckles. Friday Night Funkin'. Logos. Here's what Sonic Galaxies would look like. Ditto but if OST. Ditto but transparent. The first logo for Sonic Galaxies, including oddities. Concept art. Current. Song called Entrezian, but the start where BF is standing facing Omnisonic. Entrezian, the start of the song with the first stage of Omnisonic, Normal Sonic, also BF's a placeholder, so his art will come soon. Extension, the second stage of Omnisonic, just turning into Omnisonic. BF is running from Omnisonic. Also, here's a mechanic for the second stage. A sprint mechanic usually keeps your speed up to run away from Omnisonic. If you don't click the mechanic, he will attack you. Entrezian, the final stage of Omnisonic. BF is facing Omnisonic, which will be the next mechanic, dodge mechanic. It only appears in the final stage where you dodge the flying objects. If you don't dodge them, you might just die and fall from empty space. Poses of first stage, poses of second stage, poses of final stage. Ditto of stage 1 but old. Ditto of stage 2 but old. Mechanics for Entrezian. Legacy. There's all the old stuff came from Omni-Sonic, like old artworks of him and extra stuff that BlueTheObject made from him. All new stuff will come to the current form gallery. Story mode versus Sonic.exe. Omni-Sonic's take. Oh my god. Omni-Sonic's faker forming too slow, low quality. Omni-Sonic being revealed plus enraged, low quality. Omni-Sonic turning into himself a bit, low quality. Omni-Sonic transformed into his second form when you can't run, low quality. Omni-Sonic's main form in Trouble. Omni-Sonic and Final Escape 1 out of 2, low quality. 2 out of 2. Souls, low quality. Almighty's and Final Escape, low quality. Xenotantris and Final Escape, low quality. This is where all of the old stuff came from Omni-Sonic, like old artworks of him and extra stuff that BlueTheObject made from him. All new stuff will come to the current form gallery. The Three Gods, usually where it has 3 endings to the concept mod Sonic Galaxies. If picking Xenotantris, you get the bad ending. Picking Almightyus, you get the good ending. And if picking Seraphimius, you need at least 2 of the endings, good and bad, for the true ending. Backgrounds for the story mode, low quality. Icons for the version of the story mode, kind of low quality. Pillar Chase 2 concept skins. Rare skins. Classic, modern, original skin. It's just normal Sonic. References. Calm Sonic. WIP skin. Skin inspired by WIP.exe. WIP's reference. Epic skins. Sonic Tearsay skin. Skin was inspired by Sonic Tearsay. Sonic Tearsay is reference. Pedo. Legendary skin. Nothing. Ancient skins. Luminosity skin. The Omniversal Godfather. A power given to All Father himself. Rank skins. Official videos. Rings of Unleashed, Stars of Madness Sonic Mix, not cover, BlueTheObject. Come and face a god like me. Original music by Nerdin/Heyu. Fan made videos. This isn't even for him. Extra media. Sonic Legacy. Omni-Sonic's take. Free for me obituary. Omni-Sonic's take. Original free for me obituary. This is the normal version of obituary created by Blunt Bubble and Charlie Gurney, also known as Sturm. Oh my god. Where's that kid I just met up with? I thought he'd be... Whoa, I didn't notice. Let's start this one. I only need to follow from me today. You can fight like a hero. Just don't be afraid. It's the choice. When I'm with you, we are nothing to fret. With the only way you'd save your life without any threats, as if you known that it is hard, but that not you want it to be. So stay within your box or set itself free for me. Let the winds from that guide you. That beautiful wind that helps you get through your goal. We're here today. That will never go away. We'll see the great tomorrow, and best the world will see today. Today. Nice job, kid. You know how to fight with my words. I knew you got it, but I need to ask something. Stand ready for the Omniverse to see you. Oh my god. Oh. This is a normal version of Subterfuge created by Honkish. Oh, God, I gotta do this too. This is a lyrical version of Subterfuge created by Charlie Gurney, also known as Sturm. Subterfuge. Unstable. I don't know how Subterfuge goes. Unstable truth has assembled. I break the game in my new dome. This wrath I read Darth. For the sake of a god, I seem to know the roams of patrol in this world. Nobody's safe when you're alone. A zone I've controlled. No, you shall no face from a god. The noise. Oh, that voice is around. Hey, there's no escape because I found you. Transforms into luminosity something. See, my friend, there's nothing left of clearing this entire verse. No, come on, there's nowhere to run until you will just pay the price now. I see the face of a god and there's nowhere to stop. Saving the past but failed to track work in progress. And yeah, that was Omni-Sonic. I don't even know. Oh my god, I'm done, bro.